Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tuning in for another message. My memberships is open. The Path of Priestess Mastery group is open. If anybody is interested, I have that in my Facebooks. Today we did a beautiful meditation, clearing the light body, becoming the channel of light. If anybody's interested, feel free to reach out. Also, I have many offerings on my website and on my page. If anybody is curious about how to reach me and to connect to any of the offerings that I do give, feel free to reach out. And tuning in for today's message. Okay. The first thing I see is a huge buffalo. I see a huge buffalo. And he is like charging through things. Like almost running towards you. Like an attack. But I see you standing steady. Standing steady as the buffalo charges towards you. This is a huge buffalo. It could be very intimidating. But you're standing your ground. You're staying steady. You're staying solid. And then I see the death card in this deck. And there's like a whirlwind or hurricano, interesting, right above you. You have become the eye of the storm. And even though life or things may intimidate you or could be intimidating, you are staying steady. I feel like you've went through an emotional clearing quite a bit, where you've gotten really good at clearing your emotions and knowing that that is the root of ascension. That is the root of being a healer, a practitioner, a business owner, a human, is to be able to process your emotions and return to center. I see this bull like charging at you and like steam coming out of his nose and like thrashing at the ground, like trying to really, I hear stem you. Interesting. So like ADHD, autistic overload. You have processed this very well. And as this buffalo begins to charge at you, as you stand there, it stops and you bow to each other. So there's a huge energy about becoming your spiritual center. I hear being the strong part, being the strong one. Spiritually centered, emotionally regulated. I hear steampunk. I see fairy core. And I see a new window of opportunity is about to present itself. Beautiful. I see 3 cards. Ooh, there's a lot of hidden, I hear a hidden potential. Interesting. Okay. The first cards that came out was the Moon, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. This is a huge ending for you. And you're able to see your self-sabotaging habits. You're able to see your old patterns. You're able to see the subconscious patterns that are shifting through you. This is very beautiful. You're able to see the endings as they are and allowing them to shift and grow. You're following both your logic and your intuition. Although more so your intuition, I see a lot of magic unfolding for you. You're following the path that has been laid out before you. Even though the two sides of you could be cross, or like your logic and your inspiration, interesting they said inspiration, aren't always working together. You're like honing two forms of magic to create something beautiful. It's like two forms of you are coming into this beautiful creative center, coming into this beautiful path that you have created for yourself. Even though the Seven of Wands or the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords are here, you have become whole. You have become sacred. You have walked through the steps of desire and destruction. Interesting. I see Lady Mother Hecate. It's like your arrows are sacred. You know that the subconscious is sacred, and you know that anything you're aiming for unfolds. So it's like you're following the sacred arrow. You're following the sacred arrow, and you're allowing a lot of endings to unfold. A lot of, I hear, sacrifices are being made for you to follow the sacred arrow. And this could also be an indication of outward energy, envy, jealousy. Other people could be throwing arrows at you and you're unaffected. Like you're very protected at this time. You're creating a new path forward, and people might not like that. It makes people uncomfortable when we're uprising, when we're upstepping, when we're following our dreams, when we're following our authenticity, and it makes people uncomfortable. So there's a space where they may be casting arrows at you and you are not receiving them. It's really beautiful. You have learned to set boundaries. You have learned to orify. I hear orify yourself. You have learned to protect yourself. There's also a tribal energy here. There's a tribal fusion. There's a tribal expectation, tribal experience, tribal unfoldment, something tribal that is unfolding here for you. The ancestors are singing through you. Interesting. You've uncovered a beautiful chapter. You've fulfilled a beautiful part of your destiny. And now you're about to step into something new, especially with this moon card. And they're wanting me to put this over here because even though you've seen the self-sabotaging patterns and you've seen the casted arrows of other people, you're still following the path. It behooves you. Interesting. You may be behooved by your own ability to follow this path. Interesting. And it's showing me Pocahontas. Interesting. And Grandmother Willow and how she follows the river. She follows her own path. Her father wanted her to marry whatever his name was, and she wanted to go down her own path, so she ended up going to England. So there's a huge energy where you could be shifting, moving, new locations, new vehicles, a new job or career perhaps. There's not a lot of pentacles here, but you're moving something. Something is being shifted. Something's moving. Beautiful. Again with the sacred arrow. Oh yeah, we have pentacles down here. So the sacred arrow that you've been following, I hear 3 moons ago, and it's showing me like 3 years ago, you aimed for something, and it's finally happening now. Interesting. You're about to receive something for your emotional fulfillment. Interesting. You could be like, I hear people could be looking at you like you're careless, but you're not. I hear you're carelessly following your dreams, carelessly following your arrows. It's like you're not wearing other people's worries anymore. You're not wearing your ancestors' worries. You're not wearing the worries of your family. You're following this dream. You're following these hopes. You're following these inspirations, especially with the Ace of Swords here and all of the lights. Here you've become a holy one to your pursuit to happiness, with your pursuit to happiness. There's a huge energy about following inspiration. Also with, I hear screen sharing. Interesting. And dream weaving. cloud gazing. Okay, now I was looking at this King of Cups here. You're about to toot your own horn about something. Something is, okay, with the water, with the ocean, I see your ships are coming in. Something big is coming for you. This could be a vacation. This could be a trip. I hear a trip of harmony. It could be a new relationship. Interesting. You're following your soul song. You're following your heart. I hear justification. Justly. It's really beautiful. Okay, where would we like to go from here? Okay, we're going to read on this King of Cups here. You're allowing things to fall away because you're following this ship. Remember I said your ships were coming in with this King of Cups here. He's on the ocean. This is like a quantum change. This is like a quantum leap. You're following something beautiful here. There's going to be a window of opportunity that's about to present itself. Yeah. Because you've chosen a path. You've chosen a path. There may be confusion. Like when you choose something new, the chaos strikes, right? The Ten of Swords, the Tower moment, where like everything's crumbling around you, but you're staying solid. You're staying grounded. You're staying in your soul song. You're following the path forward, even though it's difficult. What are we aiming for here? What is it we're needing to see? I hear there's a new invitation coming. Oh, strength. Do you not see how far you've come? Do you not see how far you've come? This is really beautiful. Oh wow, and then we have the buffalo. A lot of animal spirits for this reading. You've become one with your rage. Interesting. You've become one with your passion, with your spiritual mastery, with your goals and this flow of energy. What's shifted in here? What is it we need to see? What is it we need to see? There's been a lot of anxiety that you've been shifting through, even though this has been a really big energy. You're shifting through it very well. You're keeping things, I hear, not hidden, but under wraps. Interesting. Really mastering something here. Emotions. Wow. There's a new emotional undertaking happening here. There's also the King and Queen of Cups. Again, with clearing the emotions. Following this seed. Following this dream. Following, I hear it again, it's a seed. You're using all your strength. You're working through the subconscious. You're working through other people's arrows of envy and bullshit and fear. And I hear unjust. Segregation. Interesting. You're working through your own subconscious patterns. You're working through your own fears. And you're doing so brightly. You know what you're aiming towards. You know where you're going. This is powerful energy here. You know that it's going to shift for you in your favor. Because you're the one holding the compass. There is an invitation to speak your emotions, to speak your logic, to speak your heart, to share your emotions as this energy flows, as this change is happening. I hear nobody can touch that. Also, this is a, it looks like an octopus. So there's really deep subconscious magic happening here. You could work with your subconscious. You could work with your dream space to reprogram your subconscious. This is something really deep, really intense. The worlds are colliding and rewriting themselves for you. Now is the time to be strong and speak very clearly as you follow this hawk to success. And again with the shells, the seeds, the dreams, like you've been dreaming these dreams and weaving these seeds for a long time, and it's finally unfolding. You followed your passion again and again and again and again. You followed your dreams. You've crumbled. You've fallen down and gotten up over and over and over again. I hear, like, in my distance hearing, I hear, like, but it's scary. You're damn right it's scary. You're changing. You're different. You're no longer the person that you used to be. And you're not falling into old patterns because they're not who you are anymore. You're following the will of your spirit team, of your dreams. I hear incantations. I hear potions, tinctures, medicine, song, soul. You're following the essence of your soul with both logic and magic. This is creator energy. And you're about to receive something beautiful. Emotional stimulation, emotional growth, emotional fluidity. Like achievement, this big energy of achievement. Lots of arrows. And in this deck, there's swords, but I'm looking at them as arrows. It's what you've been aiming towards. It's what you've been putting your energy towards. There's a shaman that's about to come into your life to help you really anchor something in for yourself. I hear you have become the master. You have become the shaman. This could be a spiritual teacher. This could be a physical teacher. This could be somebody that you're about to meet in your physical reality or your spirit team. It's interesting, this huge golden eagle or hawk, he's like holding him back because something isn't quite right yet. Something's not quite time yet. And on his necklace, there's a spider web. Like the webs that you weave, like it's not quite time yet. This could be a shapeshifter. This could be something isn't quite time yet. Like you speaking something isn't time yet. It's so close though. It's unfolding in such a way. I hear that again, incantations. The words that you speak. The way that you speak them. Something's about to be really successful here. I hear Shambhala. I hear loosen your gaze. Allow yourself to zoom out a bit. What else is going to help us through this energy? Remember that you're literally rewriting the energy as you are going through this, even though you're faced with destruction. an obsession, an addiction, or fear. You're literally rewriting the energy. You've balanced your masculine and feminine very well. I see the Empress card, but I see very balanced masculine and feminine. I hear there's something that you're needing to speak, but it's not quite time yet. You're about to be supported in a new way. By people, by a tribe, by people. Support, friends. We also have both the King and Queen of Pentacles and the King and Queen of Cups. So this is emotional fulfillment and business fulfillment. Money, growth, creativity, creative ideas. If you're an artist, this is amazing. If you're using your emotions to create your art, this is amazing. If you're creating through the subconscious, this is amazing. You have become the creator. It's really beautiful. Through struggle. All right, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave this here, and we will see you next time. Bye.